somewhere.
If you realize, if you have Google, you can never delete shit.
This
Everything
was
is always an archive.
Early, bro.
It doesn't matter. They have it.
This was like when Smosh was doing Pokemon on like this was like early YouTube.
Keep on speaking about Pokemon. I'll be honest. You gave me those Pokemon cards, and I was very very happy about it.
For the listeners,
I love Pokemon. I
was not allowed to experience Pokemon as a kid due to religious reasons.
I love Pokemon.
Brian
when people do things, I purposely take it because haha. Here, Mom. Look at me now.
You might get some good rips. You might get some good stuff in there.
Brian's got
so
his
me and
own
my
Pokemon
friends
card.
call them rips, right? And we have. It sounds like we're doing drugs, right? But like we will
wish
get
you were.
together and do rips. And what those rips are is like we'll just buy 40 booster packs and we'll be like, yo, let's do rips, and we'll just rip packs until we find like a hollow like EX or something like that, like a hollow VMAX.
You're doing a grunge box opening. You're calling it rips, pretty much. Like. But
I love to do it. Here's the thing about cards. I love cards. I love Magic cards. Disney just recently came out with Lorcana, which you can't find anywhere, and I want some of those. But yeah, I love cards.
I mean, you know what? You know what's awesome about?
I'm a fucking dork, dude. I don't know why anyone wants to talk to me.
That's why we're coming back to it. Is like when we were all working at the Pear Company together, and in theory, when everybody
wasn't the Pear Company on Zoe 101 in Victoria?
I think so. Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
The Pear Phone.
But we were all dorks, and we all just kind of like figured out inside of there. We're like, wait, we're actually like cool people outside of here, and we're creative. And we're not, as you can hear now.
It's like people. No, we are creative. Are we cool?
No.
We're cool. I mean, it's up to.
But creativity is such a creativity is.
It's in the eye of the
double-edged sword.
Yeah.
It is such a the thing with creativity is that like, oh, dude, you're so creative, and you're like, yeah, dude, I am creative. I love making stuff, and that helps me literally zero most of the time. For 90% of people, 95% of people, that doesn't do anything unless you spend countless hours, your 10,000 hours, making stuff happen with that. And that's very hard to do.
Where do you find satisfaction in what you do then? Where do you find it?
How do you know? How do you feel that you like? Where's that utopia for you, or where do you know?
I am never happy with what I do.
You're depressed.
Do you want
if you want
the real? Yeah, if you want the real, if you want the real thing, I am never. Whether that's 1,100 people showing up, whether that is making a video that does millions of views, I'm not happy with anything I do.
You want one more like, one more.
You want perfection.
I want perfection,
but you don't want it. You don't want it for the
every
monetary
video
part.
I make. Every video I make has to be reviewed 20, 30 times. I'll watch it over and over again. That cut is wrong. That when it cuts to that part, that's wrong.
And then you're like, oh no, the whole thing is bad. No, I gotta re-record it.
I can't tell you how many songs I've thrown out. I can't tell you how many things I've thrown out because it's just.
I get it.
It is something that I struggle with and that I'm trying to work on as I reach like maturity in my life. I'm trying to be like, perfection is not the answer, right? There is no such thing. It's just a concept.
No. And even when you get to the perfection that you feel like you need right now, you're going to get there and be like, oh no, it could be better.
It's not good enough.
Nope.
If I told Brian Blackmore, if I told 15-year-old, 20-year-old Brian Blackmore, you would be on stage in front of 1,100 people, he would be... And he would be ecstatic.
He would be like, thank you. I wanted this moment.
This is all I've wanted my entire life, right?
And now Brian Blackmore does it.
And now Brian Blackmore, and then I do it, and I'm like, yes, but I don't have a career from it. I don't have that was an incredible show. That was a great night that people showed up.
But that didn't answer everything.
That doesn't answer everything, right? I still work a 9 to 5. I still work a regular 9 to 5 at a regular company, and I like that kind of. My next goal is to get out of that.
You're like a I'm sure to some people, but like you are like a creative superhero to some people where maybe it's not your everyday 9 to 5, but you're still doing your 9 to 5, coming out doing it. And that's why to them, they're like attempting to master. It's like, oh my God, like Brian's mastering. They think you have it all mastered out, but you go, honestly, I'm doing that.
You appear.
Yeah, exactly.
You appear to be mastered.
Otherwise you wouldn't be on here.
Well, this is great, but this is great, right? So like, this is great because this is the piece that people don't typically get to, right? Is that like I'll go on a podcast and they'll be like, you're a content creator, you're a huge content creator, you're brilliant, you're like
you posted a video this week, yay!
But you did videos, yeah. but they don't know the other side. I mean, they don't know me.
They don't know you.
You guys worked in a store with me, like you. Like you.
I'll be honest. Brian was my boss at when I started.
I was like a lead.
I walked in. And I was like, oh, Brian. Like I looked up to him and was like, oh wow, whatever you say.
What a clown.
Whatever you say, sir. He cannot tell me wrong.
I'm not a dude. The other thing is that I don't feel like I'm a leader. I don't feel like I'm the type of person.
Disagree.
100% disagree with that.
Disagree with that. You literally like you.
So this is interesting that you can't ever see yourself. You know.
I think
1,100 people don't come to see me.
You have this. You have this thought in your head. What I personally feel
It's
is you have this
imposter
thought.
Syndrome.
You have this thought in your head is this is what a leader looks like.
Yep.
And this is what a leader should do. This is what a leader should be. This is how a leader acts. And because you don't fit into that mold, you discredit yourself from what the reality actually is.
Yep.
And you're actually that kid who also feels the same exact way, that feels like he can't step up. He can't be in this room. He can't do this.
Yep.
You're leading for him. You're showing that kid.
You're actually leading by example versus everybody else who's yelling, come here, come here. That's not a leader. That's somebody telling you what to do.
You're doing it from a place where I'm just trying to be me. And me is what I see is
itself.
What I see is
everything.
You is working.
You've done you for over 10,000 hours, which is nice.
Hunty.
You know what I mean? You've been working on yourself for more than 10,000 hours, which is something that I think is helpful. That's what I'm saying. Like, Brian, I don't really like emo music.
I think I'm going to definitely keep Ken on. He doesn't know this yet.
I know.
But the thing, and he hates it, but he's like, oh, damn, I'm good.
Killing
But
it.
he's going to have to access 10,000 hour thing, because I think people really are in their head about it. Like, oh, I'm not good enough because I haven't done enough time.
Well, when you work a 40-hour work week, that
fuck your 10,000 hours.
No, but I meant like put 40 hours into 10,000. Hold on, 10,000 divided by 40. You're like, oh, I'd have to do this for 250 work weeks straight to do this.
What?
That's it.
I've done
that's 5 years.
Well, I know.
What? That's what? 5 years?
Yeah.
I've done that with my current company.
And that's what I'm saying. So like somebody.
We all did.
We're all mastering things outside of these when we're taking away from our 40 hours. You know what I mean? So it's
what's
it
funny
seems
though.
intimidating.
I think the biggest thing is that what is your focus, right? Like what do you view your biggest maybe failure as? Because I think that's the thing that feels like 10,000 hours, right? So like when you watch a movie that's good, it feels like it's 5 minutes, right? When you do something that is boring, it feels like it's hours and hours long.
Please remove me from this.
And that is truly what I think that's truly what. So like when I look at music production, right, and all I want to do is have a song that does well. I want to send it to record labels and have them take the song and have me come and go on tour and do festivals and do all that kind of stuff. That to me, every single time I send that in and I'm waiting for a label's response back on it, that feels like another 10,000 hours, right? So like that is what I feel like.
You go to me earlier. You go, Ken, you were only on stage for like 3 hours. How much trouble could you have got into? I go, Brian, that felt like 35 seconds, my guy. What do you mean? Because I was having so much fun.
That is a double-edged sword.
We don't get into that.
It's. Yeah. So.
But yeah, that flew by because everybody's actually having fun.
I think my last real question for you, because I have some bullshit questions, is what's next?
So
like for Emo Night and the content creator Brian Blackmore himself.
So Emo Night, we are. I mean, we're consistently booking shows. We book one show a month. We're talking to new venues. We're always looking for new places.
Is there another September show?
29th.
September 29th is going to be at Mezzo's
Brian's
in Middletown.
Birthday.
Yep, that'll also be my birthday.
So you're having a birthday party for Emo Night.
So it sounds like you're so self-conceited. You're throwing a birthday party.
It doesn't
and
say
DJing
that anywhere.
it yourself.
It doesn't say that anywhere. It says no. It makes no mention.
I promise
of me.
you, every time I see anything about Emo Night for the 29th now, I'm reposting it and be like Brian's birthday party. That is a promise.
I hate my birthday. I don't like.
They're calling it the Blackmore out.
I'm the complete opposite. Like I hate my birthday too.
Well, I don't think anyone likes getting older. I don't think anyone likes
getting older. It's gonna happen. So accept it and deal with it.
Keep it moving.
I 110%
I've been 26 for years.
believe in celebrating people's birthdays.
Yeah.
I think making sure someone feels special at least one day a year is very important.
That is nice.
So I go out of my way to celebrate other people's birthday.
That's nice.
And what I finally realized is I have to do the same thing for me this year. So like this year was one of the first years where like I was like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I was like, oh, I feel the same way I want my friends to feel. I like this.
Nope.
So yeah, we're throwing Brian a birthday party September 29th.
Mezzo Grille.
All the details will be in the description of this podcast. It will be on all social media.
Sponsored by Emo Night. Sponsored by Aquafina.
Remind me, I gotta post that video.
Also
But I have one
by,
last question that is completely random because someone asked me what I was watching on TV.
Yep.
What is everyone currently watching?
I don't watch anything.
Well, if you're busy producing music, that's all I would expect you to do.
I am constantly trying to fill any time that I have with productivity. It's always like I always want to be moving forward in some facet, whether that is music, whether that is like video production. Whether
so
that's
where
movement.
can I find your latest project?
My latest project? I mean, I did a TikTok the other day that actually had a new song in it that I was working on called. It's pretty much a cover, right? So Earth, Wind, and Fire, Boogie Wonderland, that shit bangs, right? So I did a house cover of it, and I was really excited about it. It sounds really good. I'll play it for you after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
then I have another song called Navi coming out.
This is the ad part of the show.
So I have those.
We played your song in the car.
Okay, so
those are coming out.
If you're not here in the room right now and you can't get a private listen right after, where else can you go?
You're gonna have to wait for me to release them on Spotify.
Or come to Brian's birthday party.
You said the
September 29th at Mezzo's.
You can hear the Boogie Wonderland remix on my TikTok or on my Instagram, YouTube, Facebook right now. Brian Blackmore. You could just search Brian Blackmore. Don't fall for the 95 fake accounts that are currently
so wait,
out
time
there.
out.
Brian,
Time out.
You're so at a level of mastery where people are faking beats.
Look up
Attempting
if
to
you
master.
pull
He's
up
got
TikTok
95
right now.
fake accounts.
Pull up TikTok right now. Go to accounts and search Brian Blackmore.
The first celebrity to have 95 finstas. Is this guy for real? Like, are you just getting knocked?
This is not.
You're killing it when you get knocked off. That's the joke.
This is like
people have been caught scalping tickets to Emo Night.
That is
guys.
true.
Like
that
that's
is
what I'm
true.
saying.
Yeah.
Like as much as it sounds like we didn't really circle around that, Emo Night is a fun situation and fun environment for everybody to come hang out with, new, old, everybody from 18 to 68.
Yo, it's literally. Yo, Ken,
look at the
this.
face. Look at my face. That's why I'm changing my profile picture.
It's like a bad flip book.
I'm changing my
it's
profile.
like a bad flip book.
So I'm getting my hair cut on Sunday.
Are you cutting it?
I'm cutting it.
Okay,
So
you gotta film it.
I actually have
gotta
heard
film
that.
it.
Yep.
You have to change your profile picture at least once a month?
No, I don't have to.
No. I've heard.
Oh, to keep it updated.
To keep it updated.
Yep.
So you have to post something, and all your profile pictures should be a recent post,
Yeah.
but from within the last month, and then you keep on
That's
changing
smart.
it.
Should we do like an
because
ad?
all those fake profiles are, dude. Like
We're gonna have to do so many ads after this.
Should we do like an Adams Family quick skip?
Oh,
before you cut
Adams
it?
Family. I
You
thought
wanna
Put
do
the
an
hair
ad,
in the
dude?
front. No, put the hair in the
You wanna
front.
do an ad?
Wanna
before
do
you,
that?
before you cut it.
I mean,
This podcast sponsored by Blue Chew. Thank you for Blue Chew. Blue Chew sponsoring this podcast. It's
I'm sorry.
incredible.
I really like it how Charlemagne does it on Brilliant Idiots. Church announcements.
Church announcements.
So the next,
that's smart.
next church announcement is.
But honestly, we're gonna
is-
pass the basket around, and please, someone, do you have a donation link?
It's called a tithes and offering. Come on now. I keep on saying it's not
Wait,
like
did you grow up Catholic?
I grew up in the not Catholic. I grew up in black church. That's the best way to explain it.
I
So,
don't.
just imagine
Bro,
what you,
for those who are uninitiated, I have no color in my lineage.
I have my card. So
I don't think.
Ken
good.
does
I got my
not
card.
have.
Wait,
Ken
did you
thinks-
take a 23andMe?
No,
Ken has
I
a
got
half
it.
black sister, and he
I gotta have a
thinks-
black card.
Really?
I'm also the culture.
Bro,
Let's go.
bro,
Ken
look at
just
this.
wants to be on
Look
a
at the
culture
underside of
podcast.
my arm, bro. This looks like This looks like a paper plate. The underside.
So,
Looks like a Dixie paper plate. This guy can't.
oh my
This
god.
is the only way he's going to the barbecue, apparently.
So this is what I can say about attempting to master. This is always going to be a time where we can get together and just, talk some shit.
And there were some nuggets in there. There's some.
I mean,
learning.
Brian is the master.
Well, thank you for having me,
And
dude.
That was kind of exciting. I'm like, yo, like I'm happy to do this. I'm